I'm Andrea Smith with CE Week TV. We're at CE Week 2014. I'm checking out the world's first made for iPhone hearing aid. Kind of cool. I'm with Mike Fryer of ReSound. Tell me what this is. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's the world's first made for iPhone hearing aid. And I'm actually wearing a pair of them right now, so you maybe didn't notice.
Teeny tiny.
Yeah, teeny tiny. They hide behind the ear. And first and foremost, it's the world's smartest hearing aid, the world's best hearing aid. It's been rated top in sound quality. Most important, it helps people in noisy environments hear speech. That's really what you want. You want to be able to communicate with people. And in addition to all that, it's like you said, it's the world's first made for iPhone hearing aid.
Well, that's what's so intriguing to me. I mean, we've been seeing people wearing hearing aids and devices for a long time, but what's interesting is a lot of people have a hard time hearing their phone, hearing the audio coming out of their phone. Also, as you mentioned, people in restaurants with loud noise in the back have a difficult time. So how does this solve that?
Yeah, so the hearing aid by itself is going to solve most of the issues with noise in a restaurant, places like that. But you're right, a lot of people still struggle with hearing on the phone if you've got some level of hearing loss. And what this does is it really connects directly with the iPhone. So if you get a phone call, the audio coming into that phone will go right into the hearing aid. So you hear crisp, clean audio going right into the hearing aid, and you can hear those phone calls much, much better than putting the phone up to your ear or using any other type of device.
And will that be the same like if you're listening to music or streaming a video?
Absolutely. So any audio that would come out of an iPhone or an iPod, an iPad, can go right into the hearing aid. So if you're watching, just like you said, if you're watching a video, you're watching YouTube, maybe you're just listening to your favorite music, you can do it all through the hearing aids without having to add any other accessories, any other devices. It just works.
Now, how will people know that this will work for them? Is there some tests they take or some diagnosis?
Yeah, absolutely. So because it's a hearing aid, a person needs to go to an audiologist or a licensed hearing care professional, and they'll be the ones that give a hearing test, and they make sure they understand, what type of hearing loss you have, a lot of other nuances that go into figuring out what's best for you. And then if you have a hearing loss, they'll prescribe a hearing aid. And what's nice about ReSound Links is it's made to work with virtually all hearing losses. So if you have a mild hearing loss or if you have an extremely tough time hearing, there can be adjustments the audiologist makes so that hearing aid can still provide benefit to the patient.
Is the adjustment, and let's just hold this up a second so everyone can see it. I mean, this is so teeny. The adjustments that they make, is it controlled in the actual device?
Both. So there's adjustments that they make in the device. So everyday use when you're walking around, it provides not just amplification, but amplification in the right way and helps detect speech and block out noise. The other thing that this combination can do is there's an app. So there's an app on the phone that allows you to change the volume, change settings, so you can go into a mode that's more optimized for wind or restaurants or being in the car. It can also do all sorts of things that are brand new to hearing aid technology, like if you lose your hearing aid, it'll help you find it with the app. Even a mode that lets you select exactly how you want the hearing aid to work in a setting. So let's say you go to a coffee shop with your friends on Friday mornings, and every time you make a little adjustment with the bass and treble and you adjust the volume, once you go back into that coffee shop, there'll be a prompt and it'll say, do you want your coffee shop memory? And you say yes, and it'll go right back into those adjustments that you had made previously, so it's optimized how you like to hear right in that environment.
So it's a smart hearing aid with a very smart app, and if you lose it, you can find it. I love it.
That's exactly right.
All right, ReSound's new made for iPhone hearing aid. I'm Andrea Smith with CE Week TV.